state of emergency has been issued in Fortune City today as hordes of the infected have overtaken the streets. Former motocross champion Chuck Green is being sought in connection to the outbreak.
A desperate father in search of a cure.
I don't know what the hell is going on here, but I'm being set up.
Thousands of rabid zombies.
It's happening again, isn't it?
72 hours to kill.
Hey gang, we're here talking Dead Rising 2 on the PS3 and the 360. Game came out about a month or so ago. It's a sequel to the game which was released on the original Xbox, well, the 360 I should say, a little while back, right around launch. That's kind of the key here, is really the first game, which this one takes a lot of things away from. It's done by a lot of the same guys who did the first one. You probably might not recognize Blue Castle Games, they're the guys that are doing it, but it's made up primarily of the guys from the first one. Basic flow of the game's exactly the same. You're going to be rescuing survivors. You're stuck in a mall-like place called Fortune City, which basically breaks down into a bunch of casinos and stores and things like that. So for the first little while, I mean, everything from the save room, the maintenance room, to just the basic idea of rescuing survivors, picking up items, things like that. I mean, it's going to be a lot like the first one. One of the big differences you're going to notice is that they took out the photography stuff and they added in the ability to basically make your own weapons. So, for example, if you stumble upon, a box of nails and a baseball bat, you can make a nail bat. One of the other really good ones is a set of boxing gloves and some knives, which kind of turns into like a Wolverine sort of guy. But honestly, aside from that, they tweaked the AI, but really not a huge difference. Even the graphics are a lot like the first one. Character Chuck Green, though, that you actually play as, is far more interesting than Frank from the first one, who's covered wars and whatnot. We get it,
Fantastic!
In the sense that he has kind of this actual fun story, like a story that matters. Like it's actually not a fun story; it's rather depressing. But basically, his daughter is infected with the the zombie virus, and he has to constantly be giving her Zombrex, which is kind of like a something that kind of calms the infection for 24 hours. So you're going to find a part of the game actually being spent running around, basically collecting Zombrex just to give to Katie, who is his daughter. That being said, as similar as it is to the first game, like textures, like a lot of stuff is carried over from the first game. Still tons and tons of fun. If you played the first game and you really liked it, there's no reason you shouldn't grab this one. Especially, if you have it on 360, they released the Case Zero, like basically prelude pack to the game. A lot of stuff carries over from that if you want to import it into the game when you start playing. They're going to be releasing Case West, which is like an epilogue to the game. Yeah, fans of the first game, don't miss this game. Really, really good. Lots of fun. I really enjoyed it, regardless whether you're playing on PS3 or 360. Great game. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10.
To save his daughter,
Going down there is just plain suicide.
he will go through hell. To find those responsible, he will go through a hell of a lot of pain.